All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Don's Modeling Desk. We got Jody in the background producing as usual.
Good evening. May the 4th be with everyone.
May the 4th be with you.
We got AK in the chat saying a lot of
What's going on,
worms
AK?
here for this early bird. And we got Buck, and he's in second.
What's up, Buck?
And we got Howard said, look at that mess of wires.
Yeah, but you'll never see it.
Stephen Haynes saying hi. Hey, Stephen.
What's up, Stephen?
And Chase is in here saying hi. What's up, Chase? How's it going?
What's up, Chase?
So what are we getting at tonight, Donnie? What are we working on?
Basically, I'm going to get some of these panels painted on the bottom. Some of the gray panels.
Excellent.
These are supposed to be gray. These are supposed to be gray. These are supposed to be gray. I think these are. You know, it's really hard to find pictures of the bottom of this ship.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see too many views of the bottom in the show, I guess, either, right?
I had to go on YouTube and sit and pick through little videos of the ship flying by here or the ship in combat, and then pause real quick and go,
so
great.
They made a physical model for the show. There's no like gallery of photos of it.
No,
like with all the other TV, like the Enterprise and that. There's tons and tons of reference photos online that you can find.
Here, let me show you the best photos I could find. This website has the best photos of the filming model that I could find. There's that one. There's a really good picture at the top.
That's nice, yeah. But yeah, there's not really going to be too much for the bottom.
And then
it looks like the way they have that set up, it looks like it would be pretty tough to get a picture of the bottom.
There's a little video. And then there's that picture, and that's it. But with this arm that they use, I mean, it can turn the ship any freaking way they want to turn it.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's just no pictures of the bottom. One really good picture of the top, which is what I've been using. But nothing really in the bottom. Every other website that I could find that had pictures of the actual filming model had like a picture, and then another website would have a picture.
Just,
you know what I mean?
Just a one. Yeah.
Yeah. This
I guess it's not
3 or 4, but still nothing from the bottom.
I guess it's not in like a public place like the Enterprise models or whatever where it's easy to get pictures of it.
Probably not.
Yeah. So Buck says, Donnie, do you need some sauce for that spaghetti?
Nah, I like it plain.
You like it plain. The plain, boss. The plain spaghetti.
The plain.
Yeah. So apparently it's May the 4th and it's Star Wars Day.
That's right.
That's what they're saying on the interwebs anyways. I found that out today.
Do not underestimate power.
What I have done.
Of the Force.
You hear that sound of rustling paper?
Ooh. Oh, Jody, he's got paper.
That's how I do things, man. I'm a paper and pencil sort of dude. Buck says, happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you all. So what I've done was I scoured the interwebs far and wide in those galaxies and a long time ago machines. And I've compiled 20 questions related to Star Wars with a few bonus questions. And I don't know how I'm going to score this. We'll just score it for fun, but I'll write the names down of whoever's playing. So if you're going to play, let me know in the chat if you're in. Buck said, tomorrow will be Revenge of the 5th on the Death Star build. Revenge of the 5th. The
Are you sure it's not Revenge of the
Skywalker
6th?
saga ends now. It could also be Revenge of the 6th. That one actually sounds better. Revenge of the 6th. Sounds better than the 5th. So let me know in the chat. Say hi or whatever. Say I'm in or something like that. And then
I'm in.
we'll get the ball rolling. Andrew is here and
I'm
he says,
sorry, do I
good
have to type it in
evening.
the chat?
Andrew, we got Star
What's
Wars
up,
trivia
Andrew?
tonight in honor of May the 4th. So if you're in, say in
Andrew
chat that
said
you're
he'll be
in.
back when it's Star Trek.
Buck says I'm in for a few minutes.
A few minutes,
All
where are you
right.
going?
Andrew said the answer is Kirk. That could be possible. There could be someone with the last name of Kirk or the first name of Kirk who worked on some kind of Star Wars production. Chase says Spock. All right, so Chase and Buck are in. Andrew's in. I'm just going to assume that you guys are in. And I'll start asking questions, whether you're in or not. Buck says Seth McVader.
That's a good.
Seth McVader. Okay. Are you ready, Donnie?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, chat? Question number 1. George Lucas was heavily inspired by what Japanese film? Oh, you want to play? Don't look at my
That's a good one.
page if you want
I
to
don't-
play.
I
I
think
was
I know
just
that
kidding.
one.
I said I can't play. I can see the answers.
Just don't look, Mary.
I already looked.
Let's see. AK says Seven Samurai.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
I'll ignore your spelling errors, but Buck says Georgira.
Gojira.
Gorgira. Oh, Gorgira. Steven says, hey, Skull. So I logged back in with Firefox this time, and it didn't make me log into StreamYard, and it saved my settings and my name and all my stuff. But when I do it on Chrome, Chrome's like, nope.
Really?
Yeah. It ignores all my past efforts. Buck says, how did Donnie misspell something? Not Donnie, AK. Misspelled the word samurai. It is a U instead of an A right there.
Oh, he did misspell it, didn't he?
But that's okay. I'll forgive it. So yeah, you got it. Seven Samurai. 750 million points for AK. No, just kidding. I'll give him 1 point. You get 1 point. And I'll write them down on the board. AK. If you finish this game with 47 points, I'll send you some stickers.
42. The answer is 42.
No, AK should have 47 points.
What's that?
AK 47.
Nah, 42.
42. 42 is the answer to everything. He says, I left out the U. All right. Question. number 2. Everybody ready? Got your fingers on your keyboards?
No, I got my fingers on a roll of tape.
That's okay. You can say your answer after 7 seconds have passed upon my completion of asking it.
Oh.
All right. Question 2. What year was the subtitle A New Hope added to the Star Wars opening title?
I think I know this one.
Buck's asking you, is the Orville cracked?
Yes. I
And then
can
he
fix
says-
it though. I have the
He says-
technology.
You do have the technology, the resin technology. So Buck says 1984, A New Hope was added to the title. AK says 1980.
I think AK's right.
So did you hear? You didn't see the stream on what was it, Sunday or Friday, when I was showing you the deal with the resin stuff, eh, Donnie? You weren't there.
Oh, the clear? Knowing the color?
Yeah. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
so weird. Why would they make a resin pigment dye that disappears when you cure the resin?
Did you try all the colors or just the blue one?
I tried 3 different blue ones.
I just thought maybe it was something in
Yeah.
the blue.
And then I put just the plain dye without the resin on a little piece of plastic and shone the light on that, and it didn't fade away. Buck says Donnie has the techno babble. So anybody else got an answer?
Nobody got it.
Buck says Fugel Goose says 1981.
It does. I just
That's not what my research told me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I saw 2 different sources in my research for the questions today that said it was a different year.
Well, I thought it was 79 or 80. That's what I thought. But then I looked it up and it said 81.
Well, your first thought would have been more accurate.
Don't trust the Fugel Goo.
I don't know. Maybe. I looked at 2 different things. I looked at several different things, but I saw 2 different instances where it said that A New Hope was added in 1979.
That's what I thought. When the Empire came out, they added A New Hope to the Star Wars.
Yeah. For release in theaters and then for home video release. I wonder if there's VHS copies out there that got released without the New Hope prefix in it.
I don't know if they released it on VHS
Because by the
before
time
Empire
VHS
came out or not.
Yeah, by the time VHS videos came out, that would have been early 80s, right?
Probably.
AK says Empire came out in 1980. Yes, it did, but that's not what the question was. And he says, yes, I gave it to my mom. Let me try that again. He says, yes, I gave it to my mom. I think he's referring to the VHS copy of Star Wars. New Hope was on the laser disc. Oh yeah, yeah, because laser discs were around in the late 70s, weren't they? They didn't become widespread until I think the late 80s. People started getting movies on them and stuff. I remember one of my buddies had a bunch of those. He had the Superman motion picture, and I think he had Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I don't know, a couple other ones. They had a bunch of movies from the 80s.
According to Wikipedia, the first VHS release of Star Wars was 1982.
So it probably would have had A New Hope as a prefix to the title.
It does not.
It does not?
No, I'm looking at the cover of it right now.
Oh, there you go. AK says LD was in 1986. Watched it in college. All three were available. Cool. Bucks is not going to argue, but I see multiple references saying when it was re-released in April in 1981, A New Hope was added to the screen crawl. Re-released in theaters. Yeah, that's when it appeared in theaters. Well, I don't know. The thing I said, the things I read said it was 1979. 1 point for Donnie. Question 3. This is a technical question regarding production practices.
Technically speaking.
Yes. What was used for some of the asteroids in the space scenes in Empire Strikes Back? What did they use for asteroids back in 1980 or 82?
I think I know.
Buck
Has
says,
it been 7 seconds yet?
Potatoes. Go.
I think it was foam blocks.
Foam blocks?
Yeah,
Buck
cut up
says
pieces of
potatoes.
foam painted like an asteroid, I think.
Donnie says foam blocks. Andrew says tribbles.
Tribbles. I like that.
AK says potatoes. Nobody else? Anybody else? 1 point for Buck. Potatoes.
It was potatoes?
It was painted potatoes. Yeah, they painted a bunch of different sized potatoes. I guess they chose potatoes because they're, random different sizes and they look like natural
asteroid
things.
shaped.
Yeah. They just painted some details on them, some textures, and boom, good to go. You barely see them. French fries. That's what they did for the French knockoff of Star Wars. They used French fries for the lasers. Pew, pew, pew. All right. So it's a 3-way tie between AK, Donnie D, and Buck. I think you guys are the only ones answering questions. Well, Andrew said tribbles. I'm sure he didn't really think it was tribbles. He's probably just having some fun. Andrew doesn't want to put the rest of us to shame. Yeah, well, he doesn't want to put the rest of us to shame with his knowledge of Star Wars. Or maybe he doesn't want to out himself as with all the knowledge of Star Wars that he has.
That's it. He
Yeah.
doesn't want us to know that he knows
Yeah.
something other than Star
Yeah, he
Trek.
doesn't want to be seen as a double agent.
Double agent.
Double Agent Andrew, a fan of Star Wars and Star Trek. That's Jordan. Jordan's the double agent.
Secret agent, man.
Andrew says, "These are not the answers you're looking for." All right, maybe you have the answer I'm looking for here, Andrew. Question 4. What actor was considered for the voice of Darth Vader before deciding on James Earl Jones? Mary said William Shatner. What actor
I
was
am your
considered for
father.
the voice of Vader? Yeah. Andrew also said William Shatner. Nice one. Buck said Dustin Hoffman, or maybe Seth MacVader. What do you think, Donnie?
I think AK's right.
You think AK's right? I think AK's right too. Orson Welles. 1 point for AK. 1 point. That gives you a lead of 2 points.
I'm glad they
want
didn't go with
the-
Orson Welles, though.
They should have went with Shatner. Bring the rebels to me. I want Han Solo brought to me.
You do not understand the power of the dark side.
All right. So, question AK says, I have you now. Question 5 is a picture.
A picture. Uh-oh.
It's a picture. Yes, question 5 is a picture. Let me just go into the file and open it up.
That would help
All
us
right.
see it.
So, if anybody remembers the game we were playing a few weeks back where I was showing you close-up pictures of stuff,
Uh-huh.
what is this? Andrew said, picture pages. Buck said, Minox. That was before I put the picture up. What are we looking at right here? Buck said, the map to where I keep my stash. Andrew said, looks like the plans for the Death
I
Star.
think he's right.
Anybody else know what this is? You think it's the plans for the Death Star, Donnie?
I vote for Andrew.
Oh, I can't. Can I get rid of your Orville picture here? It won't let me present another one. Or wait,
Yes.
what's this one? Yeah, okay.
You mean the website? Yeah, I'll get rid of that.
Oh.
There you go.
All right, thank you. So Andrew said, looks like plans for the Death Star. Donnie agrees. I'll give you guys a little bit more time to take a guess at it. Donnie can see it.
Well, you've got it on the screen. Everybody can see it now.
No, I got the answer on StreamYards.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Ah.
Oh, wow. I would not have got that. No way.
AK, don't have a guess at what this is? Buck says, a map of the Senate on Coruscant. That's close, Buck, but not quite. AK says, I'm drawing a blank. How do you draw that? With a white pencil on white paper?
No, you just draw a dash and call it a blank.
Well, the actual answer is, Buck was close. Buck said it was a map of the Senate on Coruscant. Not quite. It's actually Coruscant. It's the planet. Mary just prevented me. Mary just presented me with a hilarious joke on her phone screen here. Why was Darth Vader referred to as Lord Vader?
I don't know.
Because calling him Master Vader made all the stormtroopers giggle.
That's a good one.
That is excellent. I'm going to grab that later and share it on the Discord for everyone to have a laugh at.
You dare
At
laugh
a breakfast
at me.
menu. A breakfast menu, Buck says? A map to the Jedi temple Luke went to. And he says, looks kind of like Trantor from Foundation. I wish this button to expand or pop out chat. What happens if I press it? Open in a new window. No, I don't want to do that. I just want it out of the way when I'm trying to read the comments and star them, but it's like right on top of the star thing. You got to like star the second last comment. Ridiculous.
Oh, chat pop out button.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So nobody got that one.
There.
No points awarded. Buck says, don't push that button. No, but you guys should all be pushing the button on the bottom of your screen that looks like a thumb sticking up in the air. That means you like what Donnie's doing here. And it tells YouTube that you like this. And if you haven't already hit the other button that says subscribe, you guys should hit that one too. That one's fun. All right, you can start hitting your Google buttons because I got question 6 coming at you. Let's get a look at Donnie's masking job here. That was looking pretty sweet.
Thank you.
So those are just going to be gray, the darker gray panels?
Yeah, they'll be the same gray as these ones I've already painted.
Yeah. Slightly darker than the base color. Yeah, Buck says it will pop the chat out into a separate window that you can move around the screen. Yeah, no, I don't want that. I didn't want that. Buck says blue milk.
Blue milk.
No blue milk. But question 6 goes a little bit like this. Actually, we'll call it question Sith. Question number Sith. I almost read number 4 again. Question 6. What planet that is seen in Revenge of the Sith was inspired by the infamous holiday special from 1978? Again, what planet that was seen in Revenge of the Sith was inspired by the infamous Star Wars holiday special from 1978?
If it's the planet I'm thinking of, I couldn't spell it.
Buck says, Mygrathia. And AK says, Cricket.
No, that's a cell phone company.
Isn't it one of those plotter cutters too?
One of those what?
One of those vinyl cutters? Those plotters?
Yeah.
Or is that a circuit? Is it a circuit or cricket?
Cricket. Crycut. Crycut, I think is what it's called.
Cricket. AK says, if you read Hitchhiker's Guide, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you would get that. Saw the movie once when it came out, and that's it.
Oh, I've read the book several times, but I still didn't
wait.
catch that.
Buck says, oh, wait, that's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And Andrew says, it's pronounced Cree-cut.
Cree-cut. Okay.
Cree-cut.
Good.
All right. Again, what planet that we saw in Revenge of the Sith
I'm
was
glad
inspired
that
by
I'm
the
not.
infamous holiday special?
I'm glad I'm not in the chat because there's no way in hell that I could spell Kashyyyk.
But you know the answer. Ding, 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 ding. Let me see where. Let me. Give me a second here.
How the hell do you spell Kashyyyk?
Well, I'll tell you right now. Kash, triple Y, and a K.
Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk. So, Donnie, you get a point, buddy.
I got a point.
You're tied with AK with 2 points, but we have an opportunity for a bonus point.
A bonus
If
point.
you can tell me whose planet is that?
Oh, that's an easy one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Nobody?
What species is native to Kashyyyk? I do not think we are experiencing a chat delay. Let's see, 9:34. This just popped up. 9:34. Maybe we are experiencing a delay. Buck said Kashyyyk.
No, that was just a minute ago when he said that. Kashyikians. No.
Kashyikians.
Wookiees. Come on, people.
Wookiees. Bonus point for Donnie. Ding, 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 ding. Donnie, you're in the lead. You got 3 points.
Woo.
3 points at the buzzer.
Yeah, there was a whole section of the holiday special that was the Wookiees. And
You ever
yes, I
see a
have actually
Wookiee?
watched the holiday special.
I have not. I've seen clips of it and stuff, but I haven't seen the whole thing. Buck says, I'm back. My
The
audio
Boba
went
Fett
away.
part of the holiday
Oh, shit.
special actually wasn't that bad.
Oh, yeah?
The rest of it,
AK says, I watched it when it aired.
same.
Cool. I was only 4 years old then. I was only 4 in 78.
You're making me feel old, Jody. Shh.
You are only a couple years older than me.
In 78, I was 9.
There you go. You're only a few years older. Andrew says, some of these window masks are buried deep in the paint. Yeah, I could imagine. You got some layers, and then you got some clear coats, and then you got more layers and dust coats or whatever. Yeah. It must be extremely tedious, Andrew. I don't envy your task. Your eyes must be getting sore, and your fingertips must be getting sore from poking at it and grabbing it with your tweezers and stuff. Buck says, AK, are you okay? Do you need an intervention?
What, because he
Buck
watched the
says,
holiday special?
Yeah,
watched
Buck
it
says,
too.
I knew better. I never seen it.
Hey, back then, it wasn't that bad.
All right, sticking with some galactic geographical history. Question 7. What is Obi-Wan Kenobi's homeworld called? What is Obi-Wan's homeworld? Where'd that guy from? Anthony says, Talos 4. No, Talos 4 is off limits. Punishable by the penalty of death. Andrew said, Beta Z.
Beta Z.
Buck with the only Star Wars answer, Tatooine.
No,
That's
no,
incorrect
no,
also.
no.
No, not Tatooine. Do you know the answer, Donnie?
It's
You know it's not Tatooine.
no, it's
Buck says Trent.
Stu-on or Stu-John or something like that.
Buck says Trantor. Anthony says cricket. And Donnie said Stu John. And I saw his hands the whole time. He did not Google. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, Obi-Wan is from Stu John. Yeah, Stewjon. Stu John. I suppose you can call it Stuyon.
Stuyon.
Buck says Suwon is a town in Korea. Suwon Fu. How do you do?
Let's see. Here's that clip I had.
That's right. Buck says Donnie didn't Google. His hands never left his wrists.
That's right.
No, they did not. Andrew says he's from Sturgeon, which is a city here in Ontario. Sturgeon Falls. Yeah, he's from Sturgeon.
Like a sturgeon.
Like a sturgeon. Hey. You know that Uncharted game?
Yeah.
I forget which edition of the game it is, but one of the games, you know how you can get trophies on PlayStation for doing like certain things in games?
Yeah.
So there's a scene in the game where you're fighting a bunch of guys and you're in like this fish market. And if you grab a big fish off of the display or whatever, and you smack the guy and beat him with it, you get a trophy that's called "He's Gonna Need a Sturgeon."
That's pretty
Oh,
good.
that's pretty funny. Yeah, they got a lot of funny pun things like that.
Need a sturgeon.
He's gonna need a sturgeon. AK says, when I'm feeling slapstick, I get my stooges on. Buck says, what about a bobblefish? Oh, white guy.
Oh, a wise guy, eh?
Are you guys enjoying this game?
I are.
I wish Ken was here. Ken loves trivia.
I know.
AK says, yes. He's enjoying it. I need to refill my wine. Burb. He's gonna burb. He's gonna burb in a moment. Let's just watch Donnie's skilled hand in action as he delicately cuts the tape.
Should have been a brain surgeon. Like Jethro Bodine. Did you ever watch the Beverly Hillbillies special that came out, movie, years later?
Like from the 90s or 80s?
Something like that, yeah.
I remember seeing a movie when I was younger with the Beverly Hillbillies.
And
I
Jethro
remember the show.
actually was a brain surgeon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
My parents were a fan of the original show, so I remember seeing that when I was
I
younger.
was too. Yeah, I like the original show too. But yeah, they came out with a special. I forget what it was called, but you know, in the original show, Jethro always said he was going to be a brain surgeon. Well, in the movie, he was a brain surgeon. Like, there's no way in heck that Jethro Bodine became a brain surgeon.
Andrew says, I saw the remake with Ernest in it.
Remake of the Beverly Hillbillies with Ernest in it?
With Jim Varney? Yeah, didn't he play Jed Clampett?
Maybe.
AK's back. He said, what'd I miss? You didn't miss anything. I shall ask the next question. Number 8. So, Jabba the Hutt was one of the most expensive puppets ever created at a cost of around $500,000. How many people did it take to bring Jabba the Hutt to life? How many people were on the set controlling the Jabba puppet? And AK says, yes, he played Jed. Jim Varney played Jed Clampett.
I don't know. I
Andrew
was just looking at that.
says-
I don't think I've seen that one.
Andrew says 3. AK says 10. So how many people did it take to control the Jabba the Hutt puppet?
I thought it was like 6 or 7, but I could be wrong. Beverly Hillbillies, 1993. Maybe that is the one I saw, and I just didn't remember it was Ernest.
Well, when he's not playing Ernest, he's pretty different.
Yeah, but this has no. I don't think this is the one I saw because this has different people playing everybody. The one I saw had the guy that played Jethro was playing Jethro. Ellie Mae was
The
Ellie
original
Mae.
cast, yeah.
Yeah,
So it would have been the first theatrical movie, or was it a TV movie? But
It might
whatever,
have
it
been
would have
a
been the
TV
first
movie.
iteration of it. Yeah.
I can't seem to find it in the Googles.
So anybody else got a guess? How many people did it take to control the Jabba the Hutt puppet? AK says, yeah, it was a TV movie.
Okay, TV movie. There we go.
Yeah. So the theatrical release one would have been the Jim Varney one, probably in the
Probably.
in the
I don't think
90s.
I've seen that one. I'll have to check that one out. Was it good? Did they do a good job of it? Or
Oh, that's probably the one I remember seeing, but I don't really remember it.
because
So 3 is incorrect.
Are a little.
3 is incorrect, Andrew. 10 is incorrect. And what do you think, Donnie?
I thought it was like 6 or 7.
Which one?
7.
Because I'm going to break it down and tell you what everybody did.
I'm gonna go with 7.
Donnie's going to go with 7. Hot dog. We have a wiener. Andrew's in with a late guess of 4. I'm afraid that's also incorrect. It is 7. So they had one person for each arm, one person controlling the mouth, 2 people with radio controllers working the eyes. Andrew says 5, 7. Andrew's trying. Too late, Andrew. Donnie got it. I'm going to give him his point. Okay, so that was one for each arm, one controlling the mouth, 2 people on radio controllers for the eyes. I guess they weren't on the same control. 1 person working bellows for his lungs to expand his chest in and out.
Oh, cool.
And 1 lucky team member got the job of blowing cigar smoke through a tube to come out of his mouth when he was puffing on his thing there. So 7, yeah.
I get paid to smoke cigars.
My mic's falling down my shirt here. So
That not
bonus, Donnie, you're in the lead, man. You got 4 points.
Ooh.
AK's got 2 and Buck still got 1. But there's an opportunity for a bonus on this one.
Bonus.
Bonus. AK says, who did the tail? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't say who did the tail. Didn't say that. It only mentioned the 7 people on these. Maybe the guy that was blowing the smoke did the tail too?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Yeah, I never thought of that. It didn't mention the tail. And yeah, the tail does wiggle around a bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for a bonus point, what is the name of Jabba's little laughing sidekick who looks like a gremlin on meth?
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Or the tongue. Well, the tongue was the mouth. So they had one person working the mouth, so that would have been the jaw and the tongue. Andrew said Rizzo. Nope. AK said he is the one who looked at the tail. Well, he was sitting down by Jabba's tail. What's that little dude's name? He had a name because it was on the action figure package. Andrew said, wait, that's the rat Muppet. That's right. That's Rizzo. Frank Rizzo, open your freaking ears, jackass. And Ken is here. AK says Kermit. Ken is here with an answer. Crumb. The name's Crumb. Yes, Crumb. Can you give me the rest of his name, please? I will add your name to the list of points. You do get the point. 1 point for Ken. It is Crumb. And good evening, Ken. How are you doing?
What's going on, Ken?
Salacious Crumb. Indeed. Salacious Crumb.
Salacious
Ken
Crumb
is in the game with 1 point. Donnie's kicking everybody's butt, Ken, and I've seen his hands most of the whole time. Maybe he's Googling the next answer.
Yeah, before you ask it.
Yeah.
Before you ask it, I Google it and have it
on
ready.
The ball, man.
I'm using
Donnie
the Force.
on the ball. Use the Force, my friend. Use it wisely.
Use the Force.
Not too much Force, you can hurt yourself. Don't strain your Force muscle. If they called him Master Vader, the stormtroopers laughed. Oh, that's a great joke.
It is.
I'm getting notifications. 100%.
100% what?
100% none of your business. Andrew says Donnie's Googling with his feet.
Yeah. You don't have a foot keyboard? Come on.
Andrew says, what happens if a stormtrooper tries to shoot a red shirt? Time stops. The universe folds in upon itself.
Yeah, because the stormtrooper can't hit the red shirt and the red shirt can't not die. Does the red shirt yell, "Miss me," right before he dies?
AK says you're uneven there, Donnie.
I'm uneven where?
There. He says, "Oh wait, you fixed it. I guess one of your little tapes was off and you readjusted it." All right, I'm going to ask question 9. And then while you guys are scrambling to find the answer, I'm going to go get myself a fresh coffee. So, question 9. Like the tea, Boba Fett. Boba tea, Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Gordon's here. Hey, Gordon.
What's up, Gordon?
Welcome to the show. We're on question 9, unfortunately, but we are playing Star Wars trivia, and there's still plenty of questions left for you to get in the game because the leader, who is Donnie, only has 5 points. And there's plenty of questions left. So question 9, you're just in time for this one, Gordon. Boba Fett appears in episodes 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He was only added into episode 4 for the special DVD release because it was cutscenes. But when was Boba Fett's first appearance in Star Wars?
Oh, I know this one.
Nah, bet you do.
Get off of there, tape. Voila.
When did we first see Boba Fett in Star Wars? And I shall be back in a couple of moments. Okay, I'll go through the answers first. AK says comic book. Ken says Star Wars Christmas special.
Yep.
Andrew says page 237.
Page 237.
Page 237. AK said the Marvel series in 1978. I think we're talking about screen appearances. Live action. So yeah. Dingy ding ding. The answer is Star Wars Christmas special from 79.
Yep. Where did I put my watch? There's my watch.
That's another point for Ken. Ken, you got 2. You're tied with AK for second place. Buck's got 1. Donnie's got 5. AK says the caveat was not mentioned. I apologize for that. I didn't. I was unaware of the Marvel Comics appearance. Again, I'm going by the articles that I read because I'm not just looking up. I'm not just Googling Star Wars trivia. I don't just Google Star Wars trivia and copy the questions and answers. I'm reading articles and facts about Star Wars, and I'm making the questions myself. So if it doesn't mention anything about the comic book, then I won't know about it. So I apologize for that, AK. But yeah, Ken got the point there. Well, the Christmas special. But what part was
His
animated?
first on-screen appearance.
That part. Oh, it was animated?
It was.
Oh, I didn't know. I never saw the Christmas special, so Okay,
It was
so
the only good part of the Christmas special. The
all
Boba
right.
Fett part was kind of not too bad. Not too bad. There's my press and seal.
I didn't know there was animated segments, and it didn't say that in the article. It just said Boba Fett appeared in the sequence where he saves. What do you do? He saves someone from something. Okay. One moment, please. Let's pretend there's some elevator music playing.
Yeah, his first appearance on screen, he was saving someone. His first appearance in the movie, he didn't give a crap about nobody but making money. I'm gonna sell Han Solo and make me some money. Save Luke, yeah, that's right. You know, it helps if you use the sharp side of the knife to cut the tape. It works better that way. Wow, this stuff even sticks to the towel. Yeast
I
leader
got some
spot.
bad news, you guys.
What's that?
I'm back.
Oh no.
That's right, I'm back. Ken said he saved Luke. It was Luke that Boba Fett was saving.
Right?
AK says, like Andrew, I am more Star Trek. Star Wars was a nice addition to my sci-fi library. TOS is still my fave and go-to. Same here. I don't
Same.
dislike Star Wars at all, but if I was playing this trivia game, I wouldn't get very many of these questions.
Yeah, I like Star Trek better too, but I like Star Wars.
I like Star Wars just fine. I've seen almost all the movies except for the last two newest ones. But I haven't seen any of the TV shows except for the one about Princess Leia when she was a little kid. I saw that.
Oh, Obi-Wan? Yeah.
Yeah. But it didn't seem to be about Obi-Wan very much. It was still good, though. I enjoyed it.
I like the fight between Obi-Wan and Vader. That was awesome.
Yeah, that part was fantastic.
It was a whole lot better than the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan in the movie.
Yeah.
That fight was kind of
All right. So question 10 is another picture. It's another picture. I would like you guys to tell me
What is this?
Before I show the picture, I'll read Ken's comment. He says, I find Star Wars more science fantasy than science fiction. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the way it's
And Gordon
described.
says, yes, samurai movies.
It's described as
Yeah.
a space opera. So
Yeah, it's like futuristic sword and sorcery. And AK says, I thought the music made the fight better. Pretty good music, yeah. Always good music in Star Wars. All right, so question 10 is a picture, and here it is. I want you guys to tell me what we're looking at.
oh, that's
What's
easy.
that? Oh, don't give it away. Don't give it away.
I
Give
think
it away
it's
now.
easy anyway. We'll find out in a minute.
There we go. Just make Donnie bigger. What are we looking at? Andrew says, Speed Racer. Ken says, Luke's Speeder. And Gordon says, Land Speeder.
Told you it was easy.
And Howard's here. Hey, Howard. Howard says, Luke Sand Speeder. Andrew says, oh, and I got the name wrong.
Go Speed Racer. Go.
Well, you know, Andrew, since there are so many different iterations of the answer, I'm going to give the point to the person that gave me the most accurate answer. AK says, yeah, Andrew, Greg was Speed Racer. And Buck says, Speed Racer Mach 1.
Mach 5.
So, ding, ding, ding for Gordon. Donnie knew it, but Gordon put it out there first. We'll give Gordon the point. You're already hogging all the points, Donnie. Oh, wrong button. Hold on. It definitely is Luke's Land Speeder. Land Speeder is the correct title that was on the photo I looked at, which is this one. And there's Luke. And then his Land Speeder. You can see the big dent on the side where I cropped and zoomed in. So a point for Gordon. Giggity, giggity Gordon. All right.
All right. You know, at one time, you know the little battery operated cars and shit you can get for little kids to drive around in?
Yeah, like the Power Wheels.
Yeah. At one time they had a Land Speeder one.
I know. I saw pictures of it when I was looking up stuff for the questions, looking for a picture of something from Star Wars.
I wanted so bad to find one of those for Maddie, but I couldn't find one that was still in working condition.
And there was some pedal cars of it too.
Yeah.
Ken said C-34, X-34.
Explosive Space Modulator?
My C-34 Explosive Space Modulator. Where's the kaboom? There was
There's supposed to be an
earth-shattering kaboom.
Why am I destroying Earth? It obscures my view of Venus.
AK said, how many here knew Speed Racer's name was Greg? Remember, he had the G on his shirt.
That's right.
I thought it was just because he was a straight up G. He's nothing but a G. Oh, G, Greg.
Do you know who Speed Racer's brother was?
H? Or O?
Racer X.
Racer X?
Yeah.
Racer X. Oh, wasn't that the enemy?
Kind of, sort of.
Never saw the show. AK said Racer X for Racer
Yes.
X. Ken says Luke sold it for 2,000 credits for passage on the Falcon. I wonder what the conversion rate from credits to Canadian dollars is.
I don't know.
You guys want another question?
Sure.
All right, you're the boss, Donnie.
Fire away.
All right. I don't know. This one might be a little tough.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. AK said the first anime in the US was Speed Racer.
Was that the first one? I thought Dragon Ball was.
Okay.
Could be.
Dennis Lawson, who
Dennis
played
Lawson.
Wedge Antilles in the original trilogy,
Uh-huh.
is the real-life uncle of what later Star Wars actor?
Oh, God. I have no idea.
I told you this one's a tough one. This one's obscure. We got Russ in the house from Cosmic Quest Hobbies.
What's going on, Russ?
Good evening, Russ. We're playing Star Wars trivia for May the 4th here. We're on the 11th question, but you can still catch up to the leader, Donnie, because he's only got 5. He's only got 5, and he's in the lead. I'm pretty stingy with my points. You only get 1 per question.
Jody started throwing curveballs.
This one's a curveball, Russ. Dennis Lawson, who played Wedge Antilles in the original Star Wars trilogy, is the real-life uncle of what Star Wars actor? AK said, the main guy in Rogue One. I cannot remember his name. Sorry, the main guy is incorrect. Ken said, Ewan McGregor. And Andrew said, and somehow none of the answers have yet to be Picard.
Imagine that.
No.
Everybody knows Picard should be involved in
ding
Star
for
Wars.
Ken. Yes, Picard should be involved in Star Wars. Another point for Ken. It is Ewan McGregor. Mr. Juan himself. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Russ says, I'm not great with Star Wars trivia. You know what, Russ? Nobody here seems to be. Donnie's in the lead, and he's only got 5 points.
But wouldn't he have been young Ben Kenobi then?
Young Ben Kenobi? Well, Ewan McGregor plays young Ben Kenobi.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I never said anything about old Ben Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan. Gordon said, Ewan McGregor. Yes, that's correct, Gordon, but Ken was, I'm only giving points to the first correct answer, which was Ken. So it's 2 points for AK, 5 for Donnie, 1 for Buck, 3 for Ken, and 1 for Gordon. AK says, there is a clip on YouTube where Ewan is playing French horn at the age 16 on British TV. He did a cool movie called Brassed Off where he played a horn. Huh.
Did not know
How do
that.
you play a horn in a movie? I wonder what the makeup department was like for that.
CGI.
Must have been a cumbersome costume to wear. I don't think they had CGI when Ewan McGregor was 16. They probably would have had to make a horn costume. I know. He played the horn. Purse your lips and buzz. With a French accent, huh?
I play the French horn.
Do you play the horn? No, I play the French horn. But in France, we just call it the horn.
In France, are French fries just called fries?
Nope. They're called frites de patate.
Frites de patate.
Yep. Frites de patate.
I'll take your word for it.
Russ says lots of faux metal. Faux metal.
Where's faux metal?
I don't know. I think he's saying something about Metallica. This is faux metal.
You don't like Metallica, Jody?
I used to when I was young.
They're not metal. They're faux metal.
They're faux metal now. And then he says, I use the term French horn, but those of us who play just call it the horn. Russ says, horn costume. Horn costume, là.
Le horn costume.
La horn costume. All right, let's get to the next one. Question 12. Anybody can still catch up. We got enough questions left to pull ahead of Donnie. Question 12. What was the early name in the rough drafts of the script for Luke's character? What was the early name in the rough drafts of the script for Luke's character? AK says Luke Skykiller.
Close.
And then he says Star Killer.
That's it.
Star Killer?
Star Killer.
I know what he was getting at, so I'm going to give him the point. Ken got in there with the correct spelling, Star Killer. But I'm pretty sure that's what AK was trying to say here. Star Killer. So I'll give you the point. 1 for AK. You're tied with Ken at 3 points. I could have been a stickler for spelling and given it to Ken, but I think I know what he was getting at there.
Do you remember what what's his name from the new Star Wars movies? Leia and Ben Solo, his Jedi name.
Oh, Kylo Ren.
You remember what Kylo Ren's base was called?
Star Killer Base. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. They carried that over. Wasn't that the name of the guy in one of the games too? There was some Star Wars game where you were like Darth Vader's apprentice, and I think the guy's name was Star Killer.
Oh yeah, Force Unleashed.
That's it.
I've been playing that recently on my little emulator thing.
And Ken said, "Yeah, Star Killer Base. That's right." where they had those crystal foxes running around.
Yeah.
That was the last Star Wars movie that I saw.
I watched all the new ones. They weren't the greatest, but I watched them. They were still Star Wars. Oh.
Well, we've got 7 questions left. So there's still a chance for somebody to steal the lead from Donnie. AK and Ken are tied. Buck and Gordon each have 1. Haven't seen any answers from Buck in a while, so he might have popped out and taken a
Well, he
break.
said he was only going to be here for a while.
Oh, yeah. So any one of you, even Gordon or Russ, who have just joined, or Howard too, you guys still have a chance to win. Even Andrew, who's given us comically hilarious answers for most of the questions, which I appreciate. I always try to give a funny answer if I don't know
he's
the
taking
answer,
your
or
place.
if I don't, yeah. So we'll get to the next one. Just looking at the time frame here. We'll try to even these out. So number 13. Everybody get ready. Number 13. What alien species appeared as an Easter egg in The Phantom Menace?
As an Easter egg.
From what alien? I'll rephrase that. What alien species from outside of Star Wars appeared as an Easter egg in The Phantom
I know
Menace?
that one. I know that one.
I'm not hearing any of that. Did the bell sound go? Did you guys hear it? Ding, ding,
Yes.
ding. Andrew got it. I don't know why
I figured
don't
everybody would get that one. That was the easy one.
Yeah, Andrew was the first. Everybody did get it. Ken, E.T., Russ, E.T. AK said Andorians. That would have been cool, but no, it was E.T. Point for Andrew.
There was a whole bunch of them.
Andrew's on the board.
They were in the Senate. Who knew that E.T. was in the Senate?
I'll put CS for Andrew. Yeah, I wonder what their species is supposed to be called. Okay, AK says, yeah, heard the bell. I wonder if it's because I only got one headset in and the sound effects only play on one channel.
I've only got one in.
Yeah, but you might have the proper one.
I have the left one.
I don't know which one I have. Let me see if I can look here. It doesn't say on here.
Have you
I
ever
also have the
wondered-
left one. I've also got the left one on. Yeah.
I don't know. See, Howard says sometimes he can't hear the sound effects too when he's on the stream.
Sometimes when I play a sound effect, I'll only hear like the last half of it. But this time I'm not hearing any of them. Yeah. I've played the winning bell sound there a bunch of times so far, and I haven't heard it.
I've heard it.
Ken says, yeah, in the Senate chamber is when they appeared. And Gordon says that ET is called, is that what you're saying? That this is ET's species?
I have
Googian?
no idea.
Googian? Well, I said I wonder what his species is, and Gordon popped in with this Googian.
Have you ever wondered why aliens are called extraterrestrials? You know,
Because
terrestrial
Earth
means
is-
Earth.
Yeah.
Extra usually means more. So that would mean more Earth.
Well, extra also
So they're
means
more Earth
outside
than
of.
the Earthlings?
Extra also means outside of or outward. Like a person can be an extrovert. That means they have an outward personality, right? You
Yeah.
export goods from your country.
But
The
that's not
prefix X
extra.
just
That's
means,
X.
yeah, but the prefix X on words just means like outwardly or expanding.
Right, but you're not adding the prefix X to terrestrial. You're adding another word, extra.
Yeah, extra. So extra is outside of the. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure it out as we go. I know a little bit. I know a little bit about etymology, so I'm kind of thinking it's has to do with the prefix X and extra meaning outwardly or expanding or growing. Let's see. Ken said it was because E.T. there was a kid dressed as Yoda for the Halloween. That's right. And E.T. acted like he recognized him. That's right. That was the beginning of that Easter egg.
E.T. phone.
And AK says, I am correct with the prefix X. Yeah, outside of, right? Okay, question number 14. Question number 14. So this is a ship-related question. So you technical ship heads out there might know the answer to this.
What you call me?
A ship head. I call everybody ship heads if you're into ships. So, number 14. What does the TIE stand for
Oh, that's easy.
in TIE Fighter? Yeah, it's easy. What does the
That's easy.
acronym TIE stand for the TIE Fighter?
That's easy. Nobody yet?
And I'll give you a clue. It's not because they're
Nobody?
shaped like little bow ties.
No, it's not. Nobody? This is not
Well, I
working
think
right.
we've reached the 7-second time frame there, Donnie. If you've got the answer, you're welcome to throw it out. Nobody in chat's answering.
Twin ion engines.
AK says tactical something. Incorrect. Andrew says they're made in Taiwan. Incorrect.
In Taiwan.
Say that again, Donnie.
Twin ion engines. That was a SA1.
Ding, ding, ding. Donnie got it.
Did you hear the ding ding that time?
I heard the very last ding.
That is so weird.
Ken in there, just a second or two behind. Twin ion engine. That's correct. Oh, another point for Donnie's making it harder. Donnie's got 6 now. And we've only got 5 questions left.
To rinse out my airbrush. Guess I didn't get it good and clean last night.
Uh-oh.
The needle was kind of hanging up a little bit, so I figured I better rinse it out before I put paint in it.
It's just being a little stiff, a little resistance.
There we go. That won't
I sure
matter
hope my
though.
microphone's not picking up the coffee going down my esophagus because I got it strapped to my shirt here.
No, but it is picking up you going.
Oh, that's a given. 7-Up, the uncola. Loves me my coffee. I ran out last night, so I had a couple cups of Earl Grey.
I actually like Earl Grey.
Earl Grey is my new favorite kind of tea because I like to put sugar in my coffee and tea, but with Earl Grey, you don't really need sugar in it. It's got a very pleasant aroma and a very pleasant flavor.
Yeah.
And it's the only kind of tea that I've found that doesn't give me acid reflux.
Oh, really?
Usually when I drink normal tea, like orange pico or, lemon, whatever tea, any kind of tea, I always get heartburn.
What about just straight black tea?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. I always get heartburn.
I bought
But not with Earl Grey.
I bought some Earl Grey one time just to try because, Picard always drinks Earl Grey. Why not? I'll give it a try. I actually liked it. My wife was like, no, that's nasty.
No, she like it. I like it.
I like it.
It's got nice. It's almost spicy.
Yeah.
Kind of floral. It's really nice. Ken says, crisp and clean with no caffeine. It's a lean, mean modeling machine.
I've had plenty of caffeine today.
Well, I've got another photo for you guys to guess.
A photo.
A photo. Are you guys ready for a photo? I want you to tell me. Cheese. Gouda. Ken said that was a 7-Up reference. Oh, crisp and clean with no caffeine. Okay, I don't remember that. I thought you were referring to yourself, Ken. Crisp and clean with no caffeine. AK said, still waiting on the question of the opening to the book Star Wars written by George Lucas that says what the Star Wars story is taken from and mentioned in The Last Jedi. Not sure I understand that.
Same.
So I'm going to show you this photo instead, and you guys tell me what we're looking at. What are we looking at? What are we looking at there, Donnie? What do you see there? Do you think that's what it is?
Is that? No. Yeah, I agree with Ken.
Ken says Tauntaun Catane. Andrew says a dead snow camel. Or perhaps just its toe. AK says, Ken beat me. Da-ding, da-ding, ding, ding. Point for Ken. Yes, Tauntaun. Let me just bring it up. I should have already had this in here for when I revealed it. I apologize. Mr. Tons of Fawn himself. Point for Ken. Russ said bathroom mold. Yeah, could have been bathroom mold, I suppose. That'd be pretty bad looking bathroom mold. Yeesh. Yeesh. Ton, ta, ton, ton, ton. Looks like I only paid $98 a night. You didn't check Trivago? You didn't check Trivago. Remove from studio. So Ken got that one. Ken got Tauntaun. So the score is 3 for AK, 5 for Donnie, 6 for Donnie, sorry. Wait, let me do that in the proper order. The score is 6 for Donnie, 4 for Ken, 3 for AK, and Buck, Gordon, and Andrew are tied at 1.
Buck got 1
Andrew
point
said-
and left. He don't like
I
us
said
anymore.
no camel. There's no camel like the
Have a good
snow.
one, Russ.
Camel, there's no camel I know. Good night, Russ. Go to bed dreaming of visions of snow camels trotting through the frozen tundra of northern Canada. We call them moose, but you can call them snow camels if you want. Ken says, good night, Russ. Yes, good night. Good night. We got here 10:37. We got a few left, so let's get to the next one.
I forgot you're in a different time zone there for me. You said 10:37. I was about to go, oh, shit.
I'm living in the past, man. Question number 15.
15.
Question 15. The first official Star Wars video game was released in what year? What year was the first official Star Wars video game released?
Oh, don't tear. Get off of there. I have to touch that up a little bit. That's no big deal.
Well, let's see. We've got some answers here. AK says 1981. Ken says 1980. Andrew says a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. AK says, oh wait, arcade or game unit? It's game unit, but this is the first official Star Wars video game. Ken says, or is it 1982?
It is 1982.
Ding, ding, ding. Ken with another point. That brings you 1 point behind Donnie. Yes, 1982.
What 2 video game systems was that on? And that was an absolutely terrible game, by the way.
Hey, listen. That's the bonus question, Donnie.
Oh,
You can get a bonus on this question. So Ken got one there. What was the system that game was released on?
it was actually 2.
Okay, well, I've only got one here. So one of them must have been released first.
Yes, that's one. What's the other one?
Ding,
come on,
ding,
come on.
ding.
You can do it. You can do it.
That's the one I got right here. So whatever other one doesn't matter. And Ken is also correct. Ken said Atari. Anthony said it first. Atari 2600. Point for Anthony. So Anthony and oh no, Donnie got 6. Ken got 5. AK got 4. All right, guys. Tension builds as I give you the bonus. There's one more bonus.
It was also released on the Mattel in television.
In television. Okay, that's not the bonus question, though. The bonus question is, what was the name of that game?
I know that too.
6, 5, 4, 3. Gordon says the lag gets me. Oh, Gordon's in the UK, so he might be more than 7 seconds behind, actually, eh?
Shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be? Maybe.
Shouldn't be.
I don't know. That gives us lots of time. Ken said episode 4.
Has it
I'm
been
afraid
7
not.
seconds yet?
I'm afraid not, Ken. The game was not called A New Hope. Donnie?
Empire Strikes Back.
That's correct. It was called Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. Bonus point for Donnie. That gives you 7. Ken, you can still catch them. So can you, AK. 1, 2, 3. We got 4 questions left. So you guys can still pull ahead. There's a chance. But to get that, you're going to need to know this before Donnie does. And I don't know if Donnie's going to know this. Do you think you're going to know this one, Donnie?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if you know this one. What was Obi-Wan Kenobi's rank during Clone Wars? What was Obi-Wan Kenobi's rank during Clone Wars? Ken says General.
Yep.
AK says Commander.
Commander Kenobi.
Commander Kenobi. And then he says Ken got it. And AK is correct. Ken got it. General. It is General. That's right. That gives you 6 points, Ken. You're only 1 point behind Donnie. 1 tiny point separates the 2 champions. One shall declare victory, the rest shall declare defeat. Contemplate the winner as I
There's
type.
nothing wrong with that. Some people like defeat.
Yeah, there's websites dedicated to them.
Right?
Okay, I just need to get I need to get one more picture. I lost one of my photos. Well, I didn't lose one of my photos. I neglected to get a fourth photo because
Uh-oh.
my alarm went off while I was compiling my questions, and then my alarm went off. I went to go pick up Mary, and then I forgot to continue when I got home. So I just had the one left here. All right, let me just save that.
Oh, I gotta get this piece of tape off.
Man, why are you being so slow? Why are you being so slow?
Oh no, why you being so slow, man? How about I just declare the arms or the ship I'm working on? Good one, Andrew.
Enter. All right. What the? All right, that was weird. I came back and the StreamYard screen was a tiny little window in the center for some reason. Very strange, very strange. Let's see. Gordon said, General Kenobi. That's true. Andrew said, how about I just declared the arms? Or D-ship. Okay, Donnie read that. I'm now in the Enterprise detail stage. Oh, Andrew with the puns. You punny man. AK says, Ghost written by Alan Dean Foster, but credited to George Lucas from the first saga, Journal of the Whills. You mean the Whill Wheatons? Journal of the Whill Wheatons. Alec is here. Alec A says, hey guys, just running around looking for some things for my sub. And now just waiting in line at Chipotle to order some dinner. Oh, you getting a sub from Chipotle? Cool, man. Question
I didn't know Chipotle had subs.
Well, he's running around getting things for his sub. I know, his RC sub. Question 18. Han Solo gets frozen in carbonite in Empire Strikes Back by what character?
Oh, come on. That's an easy one.
Not for me. I wouldn't have known it. I would have guessed the wrong answer because I was like, oh, that's this guy. And I was like, oh no, wasn't that guy? Huh. Alex says, Darth Vader. AK says, chat will not let me post the entire prefix. Alec, ding, ding, ding. AK says, not Vader, the pig guys. No, but Vader ordered it, so it is Vader. And that's the answer I have on my page. Darth Vader.
How did you not know that, Jody?
Lord and Master Vader. Because I seen Empire Strikes Back like probably 25 years ago was the last time I watched it.
Well, I did too. Well, I've watched it since.
I would have, if I was guessing at the question, I would have said Jabba the Hutt. but he's
Yeah.
just the one who ended up getting him.
Yeah.
Because I remember the scenes at Jabba's hideout or whatever where he's frozen in carbonite in the background. So I
Right.
would have just guessed Jabba the Hutt was the one who ordered it.
But Vader froze him to test his carbonite freezing process.
Yeah. See, I don't remember that. What I remember about Empire Strikes Back is that they were on the Hoth ice planet battling there. And that's about all I remember from that movie, honestly. Luke falls down another big tall shaft thing at the end. Yeah, I seen it once or twice, like over 20 years ago.
Right.
We got 2 questions left. We got enough time to pull it off here. Alec is on the board for 1 point, but I'm afraid there's not enough questions left for you to catch up to Donnie, who's got 7 points.
What prefix is AK trying to type in?
I don't know. He was talking about a novelized. Let me go back here.
Yeah.
Ghost written by Alan Dean Foster, but credited to George Lucas from the first saga, Journal of the Whills. And he says, I read The Empire Strikes Back a month before the movie came out. Huh, no way. The Star Wars book is what he's talking about. And Ken says, Ugnaughts.
That was the pig
Ugnaughts?
people, wasn't it?
I thought they were called Grammorians.
Maybe.
Gamorrean guards or something. See, I know some of these things because one of my buddies when I was a kid had Star Wars action figures. And even though a lot of the characters didn't have names in the movie that they said on screen, they always had their name on the action figure package. So my buddy knew all the names for like Salacious Crumb and all the other characters that didn't have names in the movie. Andrew says they'd never release a book before a movie today. No, unless the movie's based on a book. But yeah, they wouldn't do that. They do novelize a lot of movies, but that's usually after the movie comes out for sure. AK says Empire book came out in 1980, and the movie came out in May, and the book came out in April, so like a month before the movie. Cool. Alex says I got a book with all 3 original trilogy books in it.
Nice.
And Ken says the Ugnaught on Cloud City used the carbonite machine. The Ugnaughts. Question number 19. Are you guys ready for the penultimate question?
The penultimate question.
Yes.
Where's my little covers at?
The first line of dialogue in Star Wars was spoken by what character? Who delivered the first line of dialogue in Star Wars? Andrew says R2D2. Ken says C3PO.
There you go.
And Alex says 3PO, but unfortunately not as fast as Ken said it. Ding, ding, ding. Ken gets the bling. Yes, C3PO.
There you go,
3
Howard. The spaghetti's covered up.
P.O. Oh, no more spaghetti. Where's my pasta? Andrew says, I count R2-D2's language as dialogue. I almost had, for one of my questions, I almost had a true or false question. Was R2-D2's dialogue actual script? And yes, they did write dialogue for R2-D2.
Yeah, but so many
then they
cuss words, they had to
decided
beep
to-
it all out.
Yeah, yeah, it was just so profane. And Ken says, yes, true. Yes, it is. They apparently had all the dialogue for R2-D2 written in the script, and then at some point they decided to just make him a bleeping, blooping little boy.
I think he was supposed to be just beeping all the time from the beginning, but they wrote dialogue for him because the other characters had to respond to what the beeps were.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Maybe they were going to have subtitles for him, but they didn't.
Right, but they
Which
still
is
had to have,
which is a good choice. I like the fact that they didn't have subtitles every time R2-D2
right,
went.
but they still had to have dialogue for him, even though it was just beeping, so the other actors could reply to his beeps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The actor
Yeah.
feeds off of the line before them.
So Andrew says, I thought R2-D2 said something before C-3PO. He might have, but Anthony Daniels delivered the first line of audible dialogue.
The first line of
understand.
understandable dialogue.
Spoken words. So Ken is saying that R2's dialogue was 3PO. Did you hear that? I think that's what Ken is saying. Ken, you and Donnie are tied. There's one question left. So it's either Ken or Donnie's game.
No, it's your game. But me or Ken might win it.
Wow. You or Ken might win it. I'm going to put the picture up.
Oh, it's a picture one.
This is an easy one. Yeah, it's a picture one. You guys will get this one. It's easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. AK says, I would like to protest. I am not a merry man. He says, I think R2 was the first. And Gordon says, beep, beep, fizz bang, what up? Oh, Ken says, no, 3PO said, did you hear that?
Yeah, something like,
Buck
did you hear
says,
that? They shut down
I
the
don't.
reactor. We're finished, or something like that.
Buck is also not a merry man.
Buck's back.
All right. Tell me what's going on here.
Oh, I know this one.
Please, shh, be quiet. Give the viewers a chance. Gosh, sneeze. It's sneeze. What's going on? What's happening here?
There you go.
Ooh.
Alec got it.
Award ceremony at the end of episode 4. And Ken says, medallion presented. Alex in there first. That's the end of episode 4 where they're all getting medals, except for Chewie. Yeah, poor Chewie got shortchanged there.
He did, didn't he?
Medals presented. So Alex in first. I got to give him the point, and that leaves Ken and Donnie tied at 7 points each. So we're going to need a tiebreaker here. We need a tiebreaker. Oh, I almost removed Donnie from the studio by accident. Whoopsie.
Click.
Okay, says,
Boom,
good job,
I
Alex.
guess he wins.
What are we gonna do? Let's see. Maybe I got a picture that I didn't use from
I
one of
got
our.
to paint these two little covers. This one has little windows around it, but it would be a real pain in the butt to hollow all
you
that
can't.
out
Yeah.
to get light in there. I guess I could. I didn't think about it. I wonder if I could reprint this in clear.
There's lots of time.
No,
what if
not
you?
really.
I guess you can't. I guess you can't change the file so that it is hollowed out, eh?
You probably could, but I don't know how.
There you go. All right. Thank you, AK. Tiebreaker question. Who played opposite Natalie Portman as her doppelganger? Padme's servant there who pretended to be her in case of danger. I hope you know the answer because I don't. I think I do, but I'm not sure.
Has it been 7 seconds?
3, 2, 1. He says, my
Sable.
granddaughter is named after her. Ken says her
Sable.
bodyguard. What did you say, Donnie? Sorry?
Sable.
Sable?
Yeah.
Then
She was Queen Amidala's, what do you call it? Handmaiden.
yeah, but I think he's asking who's the name of the actress.
Oh, the actress. I have no freaking clue.
He says, my granddaughter is named after her. Ken says, her bodyguard. And he says, no, who is the actress? And then Alex says, Sabe or Sabe. No, the actress.
I have no idea who the actress was.
Ken says, Catherine Tabor. And Alex says, Keira Knightley. I think it's Keira Knightley.
I don't know.
AK says, yes, Alec. Oh, that doesn't break the tie. This was only supposed to be for Donnie and Ken.
That's all good. We
You
tied.
both get no prize. Anyways, we'll split the prize. Ken says, Keira Knightley. Oh, there we go. Ken got it.
Congratulations, Ken. We each get half of nothing.
That's right. Alec did get it. First,
I couldn't have got
Ken,
that because I had no idea who played the part.
I thought it was her. I wasn't absolutely sure, but I thought I had recently seen something that talked about that. Some kind of Star Wars video content I was watching on YouTube that mentioned it before her big break in whatever other The Notebook or something like that. Or the Princess Diaries or something.
Could be.
Something like that. Some kind of chick flick.
But we got all of these little spots painted on there.
That looks really good. Andrew's got one. What celebrity cameoed as a stormtrooper in The Force Awakens?
No idea.
I have no idea either. Oh, I do. I do have an idea. I know who it was. Daniel Craig. Oh, AK says, Andrew, Bond. James Bond. Yeah, Daniel Craig.
He was a stormtrooper?
Yeah.
I did not know
James
that.
Bond. Yeah, I heard that too. Apparently he was just around that day and he's like, oh, I'll get in on this. Give me a helmet. So congratulations to Ken and Donnie for being the most genius of Star Wars geniuses on this, our blessed day of April 4th.
Yeah, he's the
or
trooper
May
that
4th.
guards
April
Rey
4th.
at Star Killer Base.
Yeah, the one that let Rey loose.
Yeah. because she mind tricked him. Evidently, Mr. Bond is not as smart as he seems to be.
Who cameoed as the scrap vendor alien in the same movie? Oh, I do know. I know. You'd never recognize
I don't
him.
know that either.
Simon Pegg.
Really?
I think so, yeah. AK says, I did not do bad for a Star Trek guy. No, you did pretty good. So you got 4 points. And Ken says, yep. Yeah, Simon Pegg. That's right.
But it's 10 o'clock. I got to hop in the shower and get ready for work tomorrow. But we don't have to work this Saturday.
Right.
That's a good thing, right?
Donnie loves to leave us with the final image of him hopping in the shower at the end of every stream.
That's a bad image. But anyway, let me get over here. You think I
Excellent work, Donnie. That looks awesome, man.
Thank you.
You really did a good job. They look even and straight and symmetrical, and yeah, it just looks great.
Somewhat even and
Just
somewhat
looks
straight.
Fantastic.
But
it almost, when I'm looking at the pictures, I almost think there's like a slightly darker or maybe like a black outline that goes around those, or is it maybe just the lighting in the pictures I was looking at?
Well, I know all the panel lines are darker.
Yeah.
I got to do all the panel lines, but I'm going to do that last.
Okay, cool. Are you going to just do like a pin wash, or are you going to paint them? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, once I get all the paint on it, then I'll hit it with a gloss coat.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the pin wash and get that all cleaned up. And then I'll hit it with the Del coat.
Alex says, I would have done better if I wasn't late. You might be right, Alec. I think you probably would have did pretty good on these questions.
Yeah, I think you would have too. He jumped
in
there on a few of them.
Yeah, I know Alex a big Star Wars fan. AK said, great night. This was fun, but next April 5th, we'll need to do a first contact trivia. Yeah, for Star Trek Day. First contact day.
That's right.
Sounds good.
Depends on whose stream is on the 5th.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's see. Tomorrow night, we got Keith at 7 Eastern. Still working on the Mercedes, I believe.
Oh, Lord, won't you buy me Mercedes Benz? Oh, Andrew says April 5th will be a Monday, Donnie.
Nice.
There you go. We got it.
Star Wars this year, Star Trek next year.
We got it buttoned up, buddy. Thanks, Andrew.
Ken says, I would have done better if I wasn't late, too.
And Alex says, you were tied with Donnie? Yep. It was a tie.
It was. And let's see. Thursday night, we got Jordan. Still working on the Falcon, right?
Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine.
Right? He needs to go back to that. But he says there's going to have to be some engineering done.
Yeah.
And then Friday night, we have our usual HTM live stream. Are you streaming after Jordan?
Yeah, I think I'll stream Thursday night again.
Okay, so Jordan will be at 8, and then Jody will be at 10.
Good night, Ken.
I usually end up listening to your stream at work.
Oh, cool.
Because I have to go to bed right when you start streaming.
Well, I better start talking more during my stream, give you something to listen to.
Then see, Saturday will be Andrew at 9 Eastern, working on the Enterprise D. And then Sunday at 4 will be the usual HTM stream, and then that brings us back to Monday. Yay!
You forgot Friday. You forgot the Friday group stream.
No, I said that. Didn't I?
I forgot you said that.
Yeah, I said. Well, I said Jordan stream, and then I said the Friday stream, and then I said, "Oh, wait a minute," and I went back and said, "Are you streaming after Jordan?"
Oh, I see. I get you. Sorry about that. I missed it
I
because I
forgot
was
to
looking at the
ask you if
comment.
you were streaming.
Yes, I will
No,
be.
it's all good. But that's it for tonight. Next week, I'm gonna try
Great
to
work
get
as
these
always,
painted.
my friend. Excellent.
And then I gotta start on
And
the light.
those are the same as the base color, right?
This one is the dark gray with the light gray accent in the middle.
Oh, okay.
This one I think is the base color with the light gray in it. I think I'll have to look at the little videos again and try to freeze frame
see if
it
you
at
can get a
exactly
look
the
at
right
it.
point.
Maybe I'll take a look and see if I can find anything better for you to look at too.
I could not find any halfway decent photos of the bottom of the ship. I just had to go through YouTube and find different videos and freeze frame it as the ship's flying over the camera or something like that, so you can see the bottom of the ship. That's where I found all of these spots, was in a freeze frame when they were fighting against the Kazon, and the Orville just happened to come right over the camera, and I just freeze framed it right there.
Get out of here, bird. Go to bed.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He's just saying hi.
He's saying good night.
Yes.
Give me his little good night tweets.
But thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you want. And we'll see you tomorrow night in the comments in Keith's stream. So have a good one, everyone. And we'll catch you later.
Tally ho!
Tally ho!